Kenny McPeek will settle Volcat in one division of the Valley View. How's she coming up to the race?
She's doing great. We've been real pleased with, since we've stretched her out on the grass, she's done extremely well. This ought to be a really good spot. We thought about running her in the QE2, but this is a much better spot, more conservative spot.
What about from a distance standpoint? How does this hit her?
I think it's good. She tends to lay close to the pace. This turf course here does tend to back up to them a little bit. I'm a little concerned about that, but like anything, it's going to be up to Robbie Alvarado. Let's see if he can kind of control the pace and time it right.
What was it that kind of kicked in for her this summer? Was it just simply getting on the grass?
Yeah, I probably should have run her long on the turf sooner. Her sire was a real successful horse in stakes company on the grass, and I don't know. Early on she acted like she could win on any surface at any distance, but since we've stretched her out, she's done everything right.
Obviously, if you were toying with the idea of the QE2, you have a pretty high opinion of her.
Yeah, having kind of been competitive in that race in years past, I thought maybe she had a chance, but the truth is this is a much better spot, the Valley View.
What would you like to do with her after this race, or do you have any thought past that?
Yeah, the Miss Rivera Churchill is pretty logical next spot. Runs in the middle or towards the end of November. So a couple more races before the year's out, and then we'll probably put her on the shelf and corner to something next year.
How are your horses doing that are preparing to go to California for Breeders' Cup?
They're doing good. We've had some logistics issues with the airplane. They only had one plane going out last week. We'd like to be out there a little earlier, but we're going to train them here in Kentucky. Adigan's based here at Keeneland, and so is Golden Ticket. And then we've also got Java's War here in Kentucky. But we're in with a chance out there. Adigan should be really tough in the marathon, and Golden Ticket's probably an outside chance in the Classic, but he's already won at a long price in his career. And then the other colt, Java's War, I'm a little concerned about a flat mile as opposed to, I'd really love to run him a mile on an eighth, but that's not an option.
Was how much of an issue was the trip in the race here for him?
We've had quite a few trips that didn't go very well here, but anyway, who's to say? He ran respectable on the poly track, but I do think turf's his game.
And lastly, let's get up to your race. Your barn, you've had a lot of horses that have run pretty well, can't get over the top. Is it just kind of got some that are ready to fire next out?
Well, it's just one of those things, like somebody told me, if it weren't for mountains, there wouldn't be any valleys. We are in a valley. It's one of those things. We've had, 5 out of the last 6 meets, we've won the title here. And it looks like this one we're not gonna. So it's all law averages. We're gonna continue to keep bringing good horses over, and eventually it'll be our turn.